Welcome to another episode of the High School Just Shop Talk. Uh, Real quick, we got upgraded a lot of stuff. As you can see, our live stream, it's not super pixelated or that buggy as it was from the first time. It is it's a little fuzzy, but it's getting streamed even better. So yeah, we upgraded some stuff. Obviously, when you go on when you go to our um damn it, from like Spotify and YouTube and all that stuff, it looks 20 times better. It's in 4K and all that. Farrell said can't see shit. Well,
Open your eyes, just say.
it's all right. But anyways, yeah, so we upgraded the studio. You guys can't really tell, or you guys probably won't be able to tell, but we did upgrade the studio. We have actual walls, not actual walls, but we got our walls. We got the lighting, all that stuff situated. And yeah, it was just simple upgrades. Yeah, it's blurry. Yeah, it's fine. Faded. Yeah, the blurriness can't really do anything about it. It's the streaming, so
it's Instagram. It's not our fault.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Wanted to jump right into it. Freaking, it's like super close to damn near whatchamacallit, Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all that, which is what I wanted to talk about, dude. Home Depot is having the greatest sales out there. I know the Harbor Freight, the very famous Harbor Freight, is going to be doing another one of their sidewalk sales.
Bear, shut up.
Or what have you. 720. He's used to that 1080p from those special videos that he'd be watching. That's why. It's a live stream, man. All right. But yeah. So Harbor Freight, Home Depot, me and my boy Pedro have been going back and forth about all the Home Depot sales, everything from Milwaukee, even to DeWalt. I don't really mess with DeWalt because I feel like that's more of a whatchamacallit, like for home goods, I guess, like home repair, whatever you want to talk about it. And yeah, so we've been going back and forth. I recently bought some Milwaukee. I got some Milwaukee gloves. They were $20. They're the leather ones. They're really nice. Pedro was like, damn, I want to get some of those too. He went out looking and he found some that are leather and padded, but there was only like small sizes, while medium. And he came up to me, he was like, bro, I wanted to take them. And I was like, you should have got me a pair too. He's like, man, fuck you, this and that. I was like, all right, whatever. But he was like, dude, they were just too small. He's like, and if I'm gonna spend like $30 on these gloves, they gotta fit, and
especially leather. You
can't. You can't. It's hard to stretch out, but it was best of both worlds. Both hyped up about it. But Milwaukee right now, dude, if you want tools, sockets, or whatever, it's the best thing. One of the good ones at Home Depot is those Husky tool sets. So it's a mechanic set. It's like 200 and something pieces.
You had one, didn't you?
No, I don't have one of those. I don't have Husky anything really. But
maybe Dad had one. I remember seeing like a case of like.
But this is a big box. It's like 3-4 drawers. So it's $100. It's like 200 and something. Michael misprinted a Milwaukee deal that has a ratchet and an impact for $165. Take it to Home Depot and they will price match.
Do it, everybody.
That's clutch.
Everybody's seen it right here live.
Live from Dreadnought. So
with the life hack.
So what this means is, okay, obviously, like, I'm Husky. You definitely are. You were a Husky too. Technically, I was too. Shout out to Elac. We're the Huskies, baby. But what Dreadnought is saying is that I would hope you guys know what price match is. So like Walmart, apparently Home Depot does it. So if you find a price to a tool and it's an ad, whether you find it online, you take it there,
Home Depot, and they have to match it,
and they price match that. So he's saying Matco misprinted. So a deal, it has a ratchet and an impact. So a ratchet and an impact. So I mean, I'm assuming it's one of their electric ratchets and an impact. $165. That's like the price of one tool.
Yeah.
So regardless whether or not it's misprinted, it does not matter. You take it to Home Depot and they will price match it. So if you can find that, or Dreadnought, if you want to send it to us, like a picture or something, we'll post it, and you guys can definitely
screenshot it, cut it out, put it out, and cut it out.
Because yeah, I mean, the tools are expensive, but back to those deals. Yeah, they have that I wouldn't say it's a master set, but a nice beginner set. It has 3/8. It has some wrenches. It has sockets and metric and standard, and it's $100. So you can find it, and it's in a nice carrying case. It's a plastic carrying case. So if you don't even have like a little carrying toolbox, it comes with that, and it has it's got drawers in it. So it's a great way to start if you're just starting in any garage, any shop, or even if you're just a home tinker and you need a nice set or a good set with, you know, a good the right amount of tools to just, you know, do your spark plugs, your regular maintenance, then by all means go to that, get that. They also have the gear wrench ones, which are a little bit more professional tools, like as in like quality and stuff. It's like a 230 piece. This one's $200, but it's the same concept. It's a carrying case. It's got 3 drawers in it, and like I said, gear wrench is like a step up from Husky.
Yeah,
and they do offer lifetime warranty, so you can head over to whatever. You can go to Home Depot, whatever, something's broken or something, you know, it's out of round.
That's always good.
You just take it to Home Depot, and boom, they'll give you a new wrench, whatever it is. I don't really know how that deal works, but they'll do that. Lowe's also with their Craftsman. Craftsman's always a good starter set, or even professional. I know a lot of people that use Craftsman at Lowe's. Same thing, lifetime warranty. It's about the same set, like 200 pieces, $100, or it's like it's a 200 piece set, about $100, maybe a little bit more. But definitely go into those stores and get some tools if you're just starting up, or even like Dreadnought said, if you're a little more professional and you need an impact, a wireless impact. You can find a bunch of deals. There's a bunch of bundles going on right now for like $200. And again, Milwaukee's pretty pricey. Those tools get pretty pricey, especially the impacts and the M18s and the M12s and all that. Right now is the best time to do it. And then you do get a warranty with it. You get like a 2-year warranty. So if something does happen, or before that 2-year warranty goes up, just walk back into Home Depot and then just have them exchange it, and you got a brand new tool.
That's what I did with my old pressure washer.
Exactly.
At Harbor Freight,
huh?
There was nothing wrong with it. And I was like, 2 years are up. I'm going to go. And all they asked was there any water in it? Nope. Okay, go get one.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. But yeah, and then there's a nice socket set. There's 2 socket sets, impact socket sets, actually. It's 3/8, and then they have a 1/2-inch one. Both are $100 each. The 3/8 comes with deep and shallow, from like 7 millimeters all the way up to 19, and then the standard is, I don't know, the equivalent of the standard, and it has a couple little filler things. And then the 1/2-inch ones, I was looking at the standard ones. Those go from like 1/2 inch to all the way like an inch and something, inch and like, I don't know, a really big size. And then the metric is from like a 7 millimeter all the way up to like a 36. So if you're looking for a big set, which if you do heavy duty machinery, you're gonna need something like that.
Yeah.
And especially if it's an impact and from Milwaukee, again, lifetime warranty, and it's an impact, you're not using chrome sockets, you're not looking for it. $100. Like some of these sockets, they usually cost like $100 for one, because they're the big ones, right? So you want to get that, definitely head over to Home Depot, head over to Lowe's. Just, they have it all in the aisles in the front. Like you don't even got to go looking for them. They put it out there on display so that everybody can see it. Definitely go to that. And if you can find that misprinted Mako ad, definitely use it, because if it's a ratchet and impact for $165, they're gonna honor it. And then, you know, you just saved yourself like $300. Use that $300 to get a battery, or maybe, like I said, some sockets to go along with it. So there's a lot of good deals going on right now.
Get the warranty. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those, like, I'm not paying $25 extra for a 2-year warranty. I'm not paying $30. But after I started, detailing professionally and actually started like buying tools like a pressure washer, the nozzles and things like that.
Jesus.
Things like that. Things like that. And hey, Nacho, shout out to Nacho.
Shout out to
Sebastian
Nacho.
Custom Wheels.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah, and then when I went to Harbor Freight, I think, was I with you? No, I wasn't with you. I was probably by myself. But I got the Bayer, what's the brand? Bayer, B-A-E-R, Bayer vacuum, a Bauer vacuum. I bought the pressure washer, and I bought something else.
Yeah.
And then they asked, "Do you want the warranty?" And at first I was like, "Nah, I'm cool." But then I was like, "I'm just gonna pay $20 extra. It's 2 years, bro. $20 extra is nothing. I'm already paying $100 and whatever dollars." And yeah, it ended up coming through. Like you said, like I returned my pressure washer. Nothing was wrong with it, but I got a whole brand new one.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want a free brand new anything?
Yeah, you get it.
They literally just take it in. They don't even need the body. They don't even take it in the box. I just took, here's this. all the pieces, and all right, cool, go get one. You know where it's at? Yeah, all right, cool. Go and walk it back out. Okay, you're good. Bye. See you later.
Yeah, they don't really ask
And
anything.
that's just detailing. I'm pretty sure you guys, when you guys are wrenching all day, something's bound to break. It's bound to get dirty to the point where you can't clean it.
Yeah,
Just go get a new one. Just go get a new one. Especially with these
paying
like
that $20.
these that have lifetime warranty like Snap-on. Dude, take advantage.
Yeah, for
Take
sure.
advantage.
For sure. Well, Snap-on that too. Snap-on. So okay, on speaking of deals and all that, we always look on Facebook Marketplace, and Pedro's always looking, and he actually found some cool ratchets, but it's like I forgot what city it is, but it's the one that's like the one. Yeah, it's the one that's literally like California, and then like you go a mile more, and it's Arizona, whatever that city is. It's like that's fucking far, but the ratchets were like $160 for two of them, and the thing with Snap-on is they're not gonna go through your history and like look at like the receipts, like, oh, did he actually buy this ratchet? Yeah. No, they're just gonna see it Snap-on and they're gonna honor it. So if you could go on Facebook Marketplace, or you can find any Snap-on wrenches or something like in your grandpa's garage or even your dad's, definitely take them if they're old and beat up, and just take them and be like, oh, it's out of round. And then Snap-on guy just be like, okay, cool. He's gonna see, oh, it's a wrench, 19 millimeter, cool, and then he'll just exchange it, and that's it.
Didn't you say that one of your buddies found one on the street?
Yeah, well, Jesus is the one who found one.
On the way to work.
I think it was on his bike or something, and he's like, I saw something shiny on the ground, and he drove, and he was like, and he came back, and he was like, oh shit, and it was a fucking Snap-on ratchet. I think he did get it exchanged. I think he told our Snap-on guy like the handle was messed up or something like that, and then the guy was like, I'm just not gonna fix it, or like he didn't want, or he couldn't find the part, so he just went and changed it. Got some new toys at the shop. Let's set something up at the shop one of these days.
Oh, for sure, Nacho. For sure. We'll talk to John and see when we can go.
See when we can, or even that. No, I'll message you. We'll message you after here, and then we'll see what we can do. We'll do
another tomorrow.
Yeah, dude. Especially now that we got these wireless mics too, we can.
We can do a lot of stuff. Do a little video. But yeah, for sure. We need to talk to you, Nacho, too. We got to get more detail about what we want to do.
But yeah, if you see anything Snap-on, and you're like, even at the swap meet, if you can like grab a bunch, and it's like the guy whatever just tells you like $100, cool, take it, dude. It's a deal, because you can always go to a Snap-on guy and just exchange it, and they'll honor that lifetime warranty. And you got a brand new ratchet, you got a brand new wrench, and but yeah, I think Pedro too. I don't know where he got his ratchet. He has a really nice ratchet, Snap-on one. Everybody likes using it, but I think the same thing. Like it was a beat up one, and then he just exchanged it. And he just happened to luck out that our Snap-on guy was like, oh, I don't have this exact one, but I have this one, which same concept, but just take it. And he was like, all right, cool.
A newer model.
Exactly. So take advantage of all those deals going on right now. Harbor Freight, I believe starting on like the 25th or something like that is when they're doing their really big deals, which
the 10 sales, the outside 10 sales?
Yeah, something like that.
Those are always real good.
And all their icon stuff, it's gonna be 40% off. So like their socket sets. So I mean, think of it, 40% off right now. The 3/8 semi deep sockets are $30 a set. So you can. It's gonna be even cheaper.
Yeah.
So you can right now, if you're just starting off, you're just done with school, or if you're looking into you're looking into getting into your first shop, or you already got the job, and they're like, okay, you can start like now. And if they have tools at the shop, perfectly fine. Technically, you're supposed to. If they don't, if they need you to have your own tools, they got to pay you more. So also another pro tip. But if they say, oh no, the shop's got tools, it's probably like a rinky dink set.
And they're gonna tell you, oh, go look for them in the back.
Exactly.
There's a box back there.
It's just gonna be random. So take advantage right now. You can probably find everything you need to be a lube tech. For under like $200. You can get the ratchet, and that too. They have modular sets already. They have the 3/8 and the 1/4 inch. The 3/8 is, I believe, $150. Again, 40% off. I can't do the math, but it's going to be like $80.
Almost half off.
Almost half off. Yeah. So think about it, like $80, $80-$90.
And guys, there's no shame in starting. I remember when you started at Firestone, you had icon tools. Mm-hmm. And you were doing what you had to do. It wasn't. I never heard you complain like, "Oh, fuck, this fucking tool sucks." Or
that too.
And it took you. You had them for like a year.
That too. On from school, they have the program. So I was on like the Matco student program. So there's a big discount. So there's another perk of going to school. Again, you don't have to. But yeah, Icon does perfectly fine. I know the Pittsburgh brand, which is like the lesser brand at Harbor Freight. That one's like it can get the job done, but that one is scary. Have heard stories of even their impact sockets just exploding because of all like the just the pressure that you're using and stuff. So definitely step up and do the Icon. Again, you're not gonna break the bank. You can start there, and then maybe as you're going, you're like, okay, you want to spend some money on something, spend it on an impact wrench, an impact gun. Do it there. Get a Snap-on one. Do it there. Electrics, tools, and like the Milwaukee, go to Home Depot. Wait a little bit longer, save up your money, save that $200-300, and go to Home Depot. Again, you can do it on the truck, but on the truck, they're gonna charge you like another $200-300. And I know this because that's what I've done. Like my impact guns, I did the half inch and the 3/8, and yeah, they came out to like $1,000 the pack. But if you do it at Home Depot, you get that set is like $800, $700. Mm-hmm. So, but it all depends. Like I wanted it, I didn't necessarily need it, but I wanted it, and I was like, I don't have the full money for it, so I'll just put it on my tool truck account and whatever. But as for hand tools and stuff, just do that. Because if they do break, you can go into a Harbor Freight any time of the day, any day of the week. You don't have to wait for your tool guy. And again, it's to start. Even now, I use the wrenches every single day, the impact sockets every single day. So
there it is.
By all means, go to Harbor Freight, especially right now. Do it right now. Save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of money. Save you a lot of headache. But that's pretty much it. Just their diag stuff, their diagnostic stuff is on sale too. Like their TPMS, their actual little OBD2 reader. So if you're looking into getting that, you're a super professional master mechanic, and you're looking into getting a diagnostic tool, you can go get a diagnostic tool from them. But yeah, Harbor Freight, definitely check out their deals. Go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, Craftsman, whatever it is, whatever you can get your hands on, a set, a light, pliers, all that good stuff, all the little things. Definitely go and get that. On another note, to this week, one of the, I guess you could say, the highlights or low lights for me, I was doing, it was a slow day. No, it wasn't even, well, the end of the day, it was getting slow,
slowing down.
So it was slowing down. I finished the truck. Pedro was doing a forklift and a salesman work truck, and he was doing it, and he checked the brakes, and I'm like, "Hey, Pedro, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna do all the brake, like all 4 brakes." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So he's taking off the wheels. He's like, "Hey, can you help me out? I think the rear we're just gonna do the brake pads, and then the front we're gonna do the actual rotors and the pads." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So I took it out, busted it out. Hell yeah, did it. I helped him out. I had my breaker bar. We were like messing with it, dude. And I was trying to like break one of the bolts loose, and it slipped, and I fucking punched the ground. I punched the ground like my full weight, because that too, it's a big truck, right? I think those are technically diesel trucks. So I'm putting my full weight on it, and the bar's like this. It's like big, so it's meant for that. Again, breaker bars to break nuts loose. So I'm there and I'm cranking on it because Petro's like, "Oh, I don't want to," like, not that rightfully so. He was scared. I should have been more scared.
You should have been like, and you were like, "Nah, I'll do it."
Yeah, I was like, "Nah, I got you, dude. I got you. Like, let's get this done." And he was like, "All right." And that should have been my warning, So there I go. I'm cranking it, and it broke it loose, but it slipped too, and boom! I just and I just like rolled on my back, and Petro's like, "You good? You good?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, it hurt." And I'm like, I just internalized it and said, "Fuck this."
He's like, "All right, well, thanks. We're about to gotta get the
tire off." And then he's going, and like he's finishing the rest of it, and he's all, "I know it hurt because you didn't say anything." I was like, "Yeah, dude, it freaking killed me." Stop cranking it under the trucks, dude. It's hard not to when you're with friends. There's nothing better than cranking. But yeah, dude, he was like, "Yeah, I knew it hurt because you didn't say anything." I was like, I internalized it. I buried it deep down, and then I forgot what we were doing, but we want to go ask Roger for something. "Hey, Roger, this and that," and he's like, "Oh, okay. Hey, I saw one of you guys bust one of your knuckles. Who was it?" And I was like, "It was me." He's like, "Yeah, I saw you on the ground, and then I saw you moving." So I was like, "He's good."
He probably heard
the
putazo coming.
And he was like, "Nah, but then I saw you moving, so you're good."
And he's breathing.
Breathing. You're good. Like, "Oh, you're fine." I was like, "Yeah, dude, it hurt." But anyway, so we're doing this, and then the new guy Diego was helping out Pedro. And then the boss comes and he's like, "Pedro, is this forklift done yet?" Pedro's like, "No, I'm doing this." And he's like, "No, come on, man. They can do it. Leave them alone. Dude, get this forklift
And you're
done."
on the floor?
Yeah, Why? What's
No,
the
I
video?
can't.
Call the
No,
cops.
one of the kids. Go home and get the gun.
Yeah, go home and get
Go
the
home
gun.
and get the gun.
Get the gun. So I'm there, like, yeah, okay, and it's fine. Like I can do breaks, and then yeah. So Pedro's like, oh my bad. I'm like, nah, don't worry about it, dude. Like I got nothing to do. Go ahead. Like I don't want you getting in trouble because he thinks we're over here. So that happens. Oh, and then that too. The boss told Pedro, like, hey, like, did you get the stuff out yet? And he's like, that was after the incident. So I'm like, and we're trying to get the rotor off, and Pedro's like, oh, I'm just trying to get the rotor, or I'm just trying to get the rotor off. And he's all like, nah, just give me the brake pads. And Pedro was like, okay. And he comes to me, he's like, this motherfucker told me that he wanted the rotors and the brake pads. Like when I went over there the first time, I was like, hey, I got the brakes. Oh, that you got the rotors? And then he was like, oh no, I'll go get them. I was like, well, come on. And then he came back, what are you doing? Getting you the rotors. Like, nah, I just need the brake pads. And then
Motherfucker.
he just got up and like looked at me like, oh,
Alex is over here with the busted
dude?
knuckle, and you don't need the rotors.
Yeah. And so whatever. And again, we just took the in the rear, we just took the pads out because we are like, oh, the rotors will be fine. So whatever, he's gone. I start like he leaves, and there's nothing to do. So I'm just all right, cool, like kind of trying to pass time, going to Pedro, coming back to the truck, and like taking stuff out, moving things, and then I start pushing in the pistons, and I'm telling Diego like, oh, this is how we're gonna do it, this and that. Boss comes back, he pulls in his truck, he pulls down the lift gate, and I look in his thing, and I'm like, there's 4 rotors in here. So okay, I'm grabbing them, and I go, I'm looking, I'm like, there's no other truck here. I go,
why is there 4 rotors?
I go, Gene, I go, hey, we're doing the rear too, the rear rotors too, and he's yeah, fuck it, why not?
You motherfucker.
And I'm like, dude, this whole time I'm just standing here waiting because there's nothing else to do. I could have took all that off, and like, it would have been.
Now I need help because I only got one.
Yeah, and I could have just slapped it on when you brought it, but he's like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And I'm like, so I look at Pedro, and he's like, what happened? I was like, we're doing the rear rotors. He's all, fucking guy, dude, fucking guy. I was like, no, I went up to, I was like, hey, dude, he's on a good one today. He's like, what'd he tell you? And I'm like, we're doing the fucking rear rotors, and he's all,
not just the front ones,
yeah,
the rear ones.
We're doing the rear ones, so he's all, fuck, dude. He's just like, oh, all right, well, whatever. But yeah, I'm like, dude, all this time I was just there, like, I was getting the front ready, prepared, because I was like, okay, it's gonna be the rotors and the pads. Meanwhile, I had the rotor, like I could have taken all that stuff off. So whatever, got it off, did the right rear. I was helping out the new kid Diego with the front right, the passenger side. So I'm going back and forth, like, oh yeah, just do it like this. And he's like, oh, like he's literally never done brakes. So I'm guiding him through it, like do this. And the boss is looking over him too, and like, oh, do this, and and he's like, what did he do? We put like some things in between the piston, and he was like, yeah, there's been times where you're pushing in the piston, the other one will pop out, and he comes up to me, he's you used to do this for a living, how come you didn't do it? And I'm like, I've never seen that happen. I personally, I've never seen it happen, so that's why I didn't.
You just telling stories.
I was just like, yeah, I mean, maybe it happened like once or twice, but I've never seen it happen where you push the piston in on one side and the other side just completely pops out. And it could happen, because there's a proportioning valve, blah blah blah. But I was like, I've personally never seen it happen. So he's like,
you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, like
you're lying.
Like getting like going into me, because he's like, you come on, you used to make a living out of this. And
you should know,
dude. I never seen this happen. But I was just, and Diego was like, okay, and I was just like, I don't know, dude. So I like, we rigged it up. I'm like, it's fine, Diego, it's fine. And he's like, all right. So whatever, I'm helping him out. We're doing it. He gets his done, and then I finished up mine. My buddy Robert went to do the other side, and on that side there's the brake pad sensor, so it tells you the brake pad life on that, on the driver's side, on both the front and the rear. So there's a sensor in the rear, there's a sensor in the front, and Robert was doing it, getting it done. I'm doing the front driver's side, so we're both on the same side. I'm putting it all back together. Robert's like, dude, how do you take out this sensor? And I'm like, just like,
yank it.
I don't know,
yank it up.
He's trying, and he's like, dude, I can't. Couldn't get it off. I'm like, damn, all right. So kind of I helped him with like a couple little things, nothing major. And then he just couldn't. So he calls Roger, and Roger's like, oh yeah, give me a pick. And he was able to do it. And he's like, I hate these things. Like they're, so whatever. I'm doing mine. I'm going. I have to disconnect mine. I'm like this, and I go, think. It rips. the wire rips right at the connection, so it's not even like long enough to fit.
To put it back.
I'm like, oh, and the boss starts walking, and I'm like, damn. And the salesman's in the truck. He's been in the truck asleep, chilling, and I'm all, hey boss, I fucked up. What'd you do now? And I was like, I was trying to disconnect it to put the new one because it came with new sensors, and it ripped. And he looks at it and he goes, oh, what a piece of shit. And he's looking at it. He's like, where the fuck did you rip it from? I'm like, literally right there. He's like, oh, okay. And he looks at the salesman and goes, you see, I told you they were going to fuck something up. And I was like,
God damn.
I was like, all right.
Go ahead and call him over there on the other side and tell him you're going to need an extended lunch.
Yeah, exactly. Luckily, he was in a good mood, I guess, that day. And he was just like, all right. And I was like, he's like, go tell Raj. So I was like, damn. And this was like at the end of the day on on Wednesday. And Roger went on vacation. So he was trying to leave, like, bounce that day. Yeah. And it was the end of the day. So I'm like, hey, Roger.
Roger's end of the day.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Roger, I fucked up, man. What'd you do? I was like, I ripped the sensor. I was trying to take it off, and it's like, oh, these fucking sensors. And
he was already like taking his shirt off.
Yeah. So, what the fuck? So I was like, my bad, dude. And he's like, nah, come on, we got it. So he was like, oh, you ripped it like right at the end, huh? So it was hard. He was doing it all fast. Like, yeah, I need a torch. I'm all running. I'm like, dude. And I'm telling Pat, like, dude, I feel bad. He's like, why? It's his job. And I'm like, no, I know that it's his job. It's not that, but I'm like, it's the end of the day. He was on his way out. And Pedro was like, yeah, maybe. Like, yeah, maybe you should feel bad. I'm like, damn, dude. I just like the whole time, like, my bad, Roger. He's like, nah, it's cool, dude. It's cool. Let's get this. But I was like, my bad, dude. Like
the whole time he's doing it. The whole time he's doing it. I really need this fucking
dude.
Vacation.
It's like I can't wait to leave. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, man. And he was like, it's cool. But I know deep down inside, he was like, you motherfuckers, like, you guys always fuck shit up at the end of the day.
Anything nice
when we're about to leave, and I have to come and fix everything. But he ended up fixing it. We jimmy it all back together, put the pads back on, finish it, because that too, it's connected to the pad, to the brake pad. So I put the pistons back in, we tightened everything, we put the wheels back on, torqued them down. The boss is like, hey, reset the light for that brake pad life. And we're like, okay, cool. And Roger goes, he's all talking and they're all laughing. All right, cool. Roger comes up to me, he's like, fucking guy didn't even have the light on. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm going over there to town. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna reset the light. And he was like, oh, what light? Like the brake pad light. So he goes into the menu. He didn't even have that sensor on. He's like, we could have fucking left it and he wouldn't have known, because he had it where it's not gonna tell him, oh, it's at 10%, 5%. Yeah. And he was like, so he didn't even have it on. It's not like the light went on. He just heard that the brakes were bad. Like it was squealing, and he was like, let me take it in. So I was like, he's like, I know, but he has it on now, so it should be fine. I was like, oh my God, all this panicking for nothing. And all that for nothing. And
Roger's like, I could have fucking been home on my way to my vacation.
Left. Yeah, because that too, he was like, he's going to Mexico, and where was he going? I forgot, but it was somewhere deep in Mexico, because they were going to take a plane. They were going to go into TJ and then take a plane. And he was like, dude, I got to be up like at 4 a.m. Or like he had to be there at 4 a.m.
I got to be up. I got to be there in 8 hours. And I'm here like, fixing this fucking sensor.
My bad. But yeah, it was just so bad, dude. Because I was like, all right, I got this. And yeah, I was doing fine. Like I helped out Diego. His went smoothly. He's never done a brake job in his life. So it was like, damn, okay, we did good. And those stupid sensors, dude. Those stupid sensors. And yeah, my bad, Roger. My bad. I owe him a Celsius or something. But yeah, it was pretty funny. It was eventful, dude. And then on Friday there was literally nothing to do. And did I even do an alignment? I don't think so. I brought a truck up and I was like, oh, it needs work. Oh no, not even that. I did an oil change on another service truck, or not a service truck, a salesman's truck. It was a brand new one. So I did it. I went across the street, dropped it off, said what's up to John, came back, and the other boss, I was like, hey, there's one truck for an alignment outside. Like, what do you want me to do? He's like, yeah, go ahead and grab it. And he goes, you know what? There's only one truck. Like, do you want to do some bushings? I was like, yeah, sure. So I did bushings. I took like all day on it. And he wasn't tripping either. He was like, how's it going? I was like, oh, yeah. I'm like,
there's better shit for you to do than
the alignment. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. And yeah, like the boss was like, "Oh, how you doing?" I was like, "All right, it's like halfway done." All right, cool. And then he would leave, and he didn't really bother me much. And then I finished it. I did the alignment after too, so I was just like boom, 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 one after another. The homie Robert's all making fun of me, like, "Oh, one truck a day, huh? That's all you're doing now?" And I was like, "You already know, big dog." Like, dude. And then
You gotta take advantage.
it's like 2:30. We usually leave like at 3, and we're for another company. We're doing their truck. It's like the whole lift gate, so it like goes up and down and this and that. And all of a sudden, the boss sees me and sees us, and he's like, "Okay, you guys aren't really doing much." And again, it's 2:30, and on Fridays we'll leave like at 3, dude. We're out of it. Screw this. 3:30, we're gone. And he starts giving us this list of what he wants us to do on the truck. I'm like, dude, no. He's like,
motherfucker, you saw me earlier.
Go.
You came out and saw me doing nothing.
Yeah, and he was like, go cut this. I need the 3-inch angle bar. I needed 72 inches, this and that. Cut it and then paint it black. He's like, and then go get the light boxes and paint those black too. And he's telling me stuff like I know
what it means,
where to get this and stuff, because I'm like, I don't do the trucks, like I'm just on the alignments, like as far as like the fabricating and the cut, like so like I can do it because I did it. I went up to the guy Rick who builds our trucks, and I was like, hey Rick, I need 3-inch the 3-inch angle bar. Where do we have it? He's like, oh, we got it over here. How much you cutting? Or whatever. I was like, I need 72.5 inches or whatever. Like, oh, it's going in the back of the truck. I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, cool. Here, mark it right here, and you cut it with this. All right, cool. And we did it. The homie Miguel helped me, and yeah. But I was just like,
why are you telling me?
I never built a truck. Like, I don't do this. But I was like, and it's fine. It's like, all right, I'll learn. So I cut it, cleaned it up. There I am, spray painting, all professional, and yeah. And then he was like, we got to start taking he has a tonneau cover, but he wanted like shells or something in it, so we had to take the tonneau cover off. But the fucking stupid salesman from that company decided like, oh, I'm gonna get this brand new tonneau cover and put it on, but want something else. So
they had to take it off.
It was like, dude, I didn't even do it. Like, I was just like, nah, I'm not. Like, there's stuff everywhere. Like, shit got started on it, and I was like, I don't want to remove shit and then
have
like
more shit.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be the person who's working on it's gonna come back and be like, hey, where's it? So I was like, there's too many hands on this, and it's Friday. Like, I'm not doing this. And yeah, and so he's like, take that off and do this and the electrical. And then yeah, Robert was doing like the electrical. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna leave. He's like, I can't leave it like this. I was like, yeah, you can, dude. Like, just come on.
We'll worry about it on Monday.
He was being too honest of a worker that day, and I was like, just leave, dude.
We're not used to this kind of work.
Come on, dude. It's all right. It's like, no, I can't leave it like this. And I left, and when I was leaving, I still seen him in there. I was like, my bad, dude, but I am gone. I'm out of here. But yeah, I was like, why is he giving us this full on list?
Knowing damn well, 30 minutes before we leave.
Damn well we're about to leave in 30 minutes. Like, the shop is done. There's no more alignments getting taken in. We're not doing it. Like, I'm done.
We already closed the gates.
Well, yeah, it's already done. You're like, the week's over. The pay period's over. Like, I'm not working on this anymore. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And then that too, it was raining over there, and it tripped me out because I didn't know it was gonna rain. Nobody told me it was gonna rain. Like,
damn, and we just detailed your car.
Yeah, I don't look at the weather. I was mad. Like, it was weird because it legit shocked me. I got there, it wasn't raining. It was just dark, and I'm like, okay, normal. I was like, it was cold. I'm opening the gates, and I just see the water everywhere, and I was like, what?
It was like the movie where you hear the thunder.
Yeah, yeah, exactly like that. It was like going through the Universal freaking train. I was like, no, there's no way. It's raining right now, and I was just completely baffled. I'm like, is it? And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Your flabbers were gassed.
Yeah, dude, my flabbers were gassed. And after I was like, why am I tripping out? But it was just because it came out of the blue. Like, the weather app, nothing. Like, nothing, dude. I didn't know that it was gonna rain today. I wasn't prepared. Didn't have a jacket or anything. Like, running to the trucks, and then that too, you go and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get your truck. I'm gonna pull it in. Okay, give me 1 second. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm outside.
I'm outside already.
It's raining. Like, get out of your truck, dude. I hate this. But yeah, it was a slow week. It really was. It was a super slow week. I think Dreadnought was there too. He might have wanted to go pick up his dad or something. I don't know, because he messaged me after, and someone was using the impact gun. He was like, "Yo, was this you hitting all the ugga duggas?" And I was like, "Nah, it was one of the homies. Like, it couldn't have been me. I was under the truck asleep." And he was just like, "All right, cool, But yeah, That's pretty much it, man. It's a short one, but we gotta stay consistent with these episodes. So,
speaking of work, I started a new job.
All that too
on Monday.
Yeah,
first weekend. I don't really want to. I really don't want to talk about what it is to the public. At least it's a little. I don't want to sound cocky either, but it's like a something I don't. It's what the fuck?
Damn, someone's getting jacked.
Hold on.
Yours? Ooh, pause it. Don't look behind the curtains, everybody. Just 1 second. We're gonna actually mute real quick. Oh, okay, we're good. It's not his. Okay, well, we're gonna try and get through this. Yeah, he's basically Secret Service. He's Secret Service for Donald Trump.
I don't want to talk about it.
He literally has to protect Donald Trump. So.
But let me tell you this: it took me a year and a half to get this job. I applied September of 2023, and I had to go through background investigation, speak to a background investigator, take a bunch of written tests, do interviews, psychological tests, and I finally got it. I finally got the damn email saying, "Hey, come on this day." So yeah,
after a year,
after a year and a half.
So
yeah, guys. So
you're gonna. They're revamping How to Catch a Predator. He's a security for Chris. He's
Chris Hemsworth. I'm on the what
Chris
would you
Hansen.
do?
Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
Oh, sorry.
What would you do?
I'm the what would you do guy.
Yeah, so he's private security for that. So it was a big background check and all that good stuff. Dang, I hope it doesn't catch too much of this.
I guess we're probably gonna have to cut it because the stupid fucking car. It's the flower guy's car too.
Lower the mics.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, so my brother got a new job finally, and yeah, we're gonna be busy. But like we said in the beginning, I don't know if you see in our studio, it looks a lot better.
Yep. So keep buying T-shirts, guys, and keep getting details.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Because we can't do this without you.
Yeah, man. We went through a couple different iterations of our winter line. Went back to the boys at work, talked to them. They were like, "Oh yeah, that's cool, this and that." They're most likely going to be windbreakers. I know I wanted to say we said we wanted to get like workman jackets, like Dickies jackets, but right now windbreakers will probably be the easiest thing to do. Not that we won't do Dickies jackets, but it's just easy. We found where to get these windbreakers, and they're gonna be in a different color. So you guys seen the design, but you guys haven't seen the colorway. We thought we were gonna do black and white, but now we're going a different direction because that's what it is. Every time we do a design, it just keeps building and building and building. On our story, we actually did post the Christmas.
Yeah, Jenna just brought it up right now. Yeah,
the Christmas ones, and they are going to be adult and youth. So the youth ones say, what do they say? Santa's
little
rancher. Santa's little rancher, and okay, that's not working. And it's Santa's workshop. So it's
delivering 1/4 of a mile at a time. I think it's
quarter mile at a time.
Quarter mile at a time.
Dom Toretto. But yeah, so keep an eye out for those. A lot of it is gonna be on like a pre-sale type thing, just because we want to sell some. But they should be getting there around the holidays. So I'm hoping, if everything goes well, if my parlay hits.
We gotta see after the Sunday night game.
Yeah, we gotta see what happens with the Sunday night. I think everybody else hit. But yeah, if it hits, then we can definitely get the samples, and they'll come quicker. But they'll get to you guys quicker. But usually, I mean, it takes like, if you order off our website, if you head over to theheistgarage.com, it usually takes about 2 days, 3 days. We've never delivered something where it's been like a week or so. But again, it is pre-order. We're gonna try and have, if you guys pre-order something, we're gonna try and have everything shipped by like mid-December. So hopefully, if it is a gift, or you can rock it through December.
Get them by Christmas.
You can get them by Christmas, maybe even before, so that way you can wear it before a couple times. But we will be posting it. We have posted it at the Heist Garage. If you want to check out that, we'll probably start actually selling them or putting them up for pre-order this coming week, and you'll see them on our website at theheistsgarage.com. And then by the end of this week, you're going to see the jackets, the T-shirts. We'll have them in hand, the samples, and then you guys can start ordering from there. other than that, it was a quick one. It was a short one. I just kind of wanted to talk about these deals, talk about that little incident that happened at work, and I was actually more really excited about the studio setup, the upgrades that we have.
Yeah, guys. If you guys, I mean, if you guys know us personally and have been here and have talked about it to us, you know what we had before this, or we, you know, in the current episodes. And not that it was bad, but it was just
it's hard.
Straight up, it was a bitch putting everything up and bringing everything down. It was like 4 or 5 different things we had to put together, 6, 7 different things we had to put up, and right now it's just one big piece.
It's just one big piece.
It's one big piece, so it's so much easier.
The studio's coming along. Next upgrade would be like different cameras and all that, so that way you can see more of the actual studio. We'll get more decorations and we'll hang them up, and we'll do that. As you can see, we got our signs here, Champion and our castor oil and all that. So, yeah, but thank you guys. We hope you guys enjoy this holiday season. Hit us up at the Heights Garage. If you need an oil change, you need a quick service, we'll head to you. You can hit us up at the Heights_Auto Spa. If you need your car detailed, follow us on TikTok. We actually do the TikTok live. We just can't see the comments because our phone's facing the other way. And
we made 2 cents last week in doing detailing the cars.
Thank you guys. Thank you for the roses again. If you guys send us 10 galaxies, I will definitely punch Pablo in the face.
Anything for the brand, baby.
But yeah, you can follow us there on Instagram. The podcast is TikTok or Instagram is THG_Shop Talk. Detailing is the Heights_Auto Spa. Our whole business is the Heights Garage, which is what you're listening to if you're on the live. Those of you not listening on the live, whenever you want to shoot in, you can definitely come through on Instagram. We post when we're gonna go live, like the day of, and then then we post a podcast. But thank you guys. If you are on the live, definitely listen to it on Spotify as well. You can watch it on YouTube. It
looks and sounds better. Probably.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It probably sounds the same, but it'll look better.
Yeah. And just like it. Just have it in the background. It helps the algorithm. It helps us all out. Gets the word of mouth out there. Leave a comment, thumbs up. You don't even got to be anything crazy. Just literally the thumbs up emoji, fire emoji, something, But definitely do that on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just kind of give us a listen or just let it play in the background when you're on the drive. But thank you guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. And as always, keep it Faux Heights built.